Hello, everyone. I'm Chandama Gamagi, and I'm pleased to present this lecture on Introduction to Psychology. By the end of this lecture, you'll gain a solid understanding of key concepts in psychology. You should be able to define what psychology is and its scope, provide a concise explanation of the various branches of psychology. These learning outcomes will equip you with a foundational understanding of psychology and its diverse areas of study. Understanding the historical context of psychology provides valuable insights into its evolution and the diverse approaches used to explore the complexities of the human psyche. In ancient times, beliefs about the causes of mental illness were intertwined with supernatural explanations. Prehistoric societies attributed psychological disorders to demon possession. Practices such as trepanation, or drilling holes in the skull, were employed in attempts to release these demons and cure afflictions like epilepsy and schizophrenia. These ancient practices, while primitive, laid the groundwork for the development of more systematic and scientific methods of studying the mind and behavior. Psychology terms from the combination of two Greek words, psyche and logos. Psyche refers to the soul, while logos signifies study or knowledge. Literally, psychology translates to the study of souls. However, in contemporary usage, psychology primarily focuses on the study of the mind. Over time, the field has evolved to encompass a broader understanding of human cognition, emotion, and behavior. Early Greek philosophers, including Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle, made significant contributions to the understanding of human nature. They delved into topics such as pleasure, pain, knowledge, motivation, rationality, and mental illness, themes that remain central to psychology today. These philosophers pondered the origins of human traits, debating whether they are innate or shaped by experience. Their theories laid the groundwork for ongoing discussions and debates within the field of psychology regarding the nature-nurture dichotomy. In ancient India, psychology was studied as Buddhvidya. Buddhvidya integrated philosophy, medicine, and spirituality to understand the human psyche. It emphasized the interconnectedness of individuals with the universe. This ancient perspective offers unique insights into psychology. In the 17th century, French mathematician and philosopher René Descartes proposed a revolutionary idea. Descartes theorized that the body and mind are distinct entities, each with its own existence and properties. This concept, known as dualism, challenged prevailing views and laid the groundwork for modern philosophical and psychological thought. Dualism sparked debates about the nature of consciousness and the relationship between the mind and body that continue to shape psychology today. English philosophers Thomas Hobbes and John Locke challenged the concept of dualism proposed by Descartes. They argued that sensations, images, thoughts, and feelings are physical processes that occur within the brain, rejecting the idea of a separate immaterial mind. This perspective contributed to the emergence of materialism and the view that mental phenomena are rooted in physical processes. Prior to this shift in thinking, psychology was considered a subfield of philosophy, with questions about the mind and behavior falling within the domain of philosophical inquiry. Psychology has been defined in various ways throughout history. One influential definition comes from William James, often regarded as the father of American psychology. James defines psychology as the science of mental life, both of its phenomena and of their condition. The phenomena are such things as we call feelings, desires, cognitions, reasoning, decisions. This definition emphasizes the scientific study of mental processes and their underlying conditions, encompassing a wide range of phenomena such as emotions, thoughts, perceptions, and decision-making. Another significant definition of psychology comes from John B. Watson, a prominent American psychologist. Watson defines psychology as the division of natural science which takes human behavior, The Doings and Sayings, Both Learned and Unlearned, as its subject matter in 1919. This definition underscores the scientific approach to studying human behavior, encompassing both observable actions and verbal expressions, whether learned or innate. Watson's perspective contributed to the development of behaviorism, a school of thought that focuses on observable behaviors and rejects introspection as a valid method of inquiry. A concise definition of psychology emphasizes its scientific approach to understanding human behavior. According to this definition, psychology is the scientific analysis of human mental processes and memory structure in order to understand human behavior. This definition highlights the systematic study of mental processes such as cognition, emotion, perception, and memory to gain insights into human behavior. By employing scientific methods and theories, psychologists aim to unravel the complexities of the mind and provide explanations for human actions and experiences. In contemporary psychology, the field is defined as the scientific study of behavior and mental processes, often referred to as the mind. Behavior encompasses the observable actions of individuals or animals. Mental processes include sensations, perceptions, emotions, memory, remembering and forgetting, thinking, dreaming, and other subjective experiences. Psychology adopts a scientific approach, relying on objective methods to answer questions. This involves gathering observable facts or data and employing well-described methods to analyze and interpret findings. In this slide, we'll explore the diverse branches of psychology, each focusing on different aspects of human behavior and mental processes. Psychology is a broad field with numerous subfields, each offering unique insights into various aspects of the human mind and behavior. Let's delve into each branch to gain a better understanding of the scope and focus of psychology as a discipline. Abnormal psychology explores abnormal behavior and mental disorders, aiming to understand their causes and treatments. This branch examines conditions such as depression, anxiety disorders, schizophrenia, and personality disorders. Researchers and clinicians in abnormal psychology work to identify effective interventions and therapies to improve the lives of individuals affected by mental illness. Behavioral psychology focuses on observable behaviors and the environmental factors that influence them. This branch emphasizes principles of conditioning, including classical conditioning and operant conditioning, to understand how behaviors are learned and modified. Behavioral psychologists apply principles of behaviorism to various settings, including clinical therapy, education, and organizational behavior management. Biopsychology, also known as biological psychology, examines the biological basis of behavior and mental processes. This branch explores the role of genetics, neurochemistry, and brain structures in shaping behavior and cognition. Researchers in biopsychology use techniques such as brain imaging and genetic analysis to study the underlying mechanisms of behavior and mental disorders. Cognitive psychology investigates mental processes such as perception, memory, thinking, and problem solving. This branch explores how people acquire, process, store, and retrieve information. Cognitive psychologists study topics such as attention, language, decision-making, and cognitive development across the lifespan. Comparative psychology compares behavior across different species to understand evolutionary influences on behavior and cognition. This branch explores similarities and differences in behavior between humans and other animals. Comparative psychologists study topics such as communication, social behavior, learning, and memory in a variety of species, from insects to primates. Cross-cultural psychology explores how culture shapes behavior and mental processes. This branch examines cultural differences in cognition, emotion, social behavior, and values. Cross-cultural psychologists aim to understand the universality and variability of human behavior across different cultural contexts. Developmental psychology studies psychological growth and change throughout the lifespan, including physical, cognitive, and socio-emotional development. This branch examines how individuals develop from infancy through old age, exploring topics such as attachment, identity formation, and aging. Educational psychology focuses on learning, teaching, and educational interventions. This branch examines factors that influence learning and academic achievement, including cognitive processes, motivation, and classroom dynamics. Educational psychologists develop strategies to enhance learning outcomes and address educational challenges. Experimental psychology conducts controlled experiments to understand basic psychological processes. This branch explores topics such as perception, attention, memory, and decision-making using rigorous scientific methods. Experimental psychologists contribute to the advancement of psychological knowledge through empirical research. Forensic psychology applies psychological principles to legal issues and criminal investigations. This branch assesses mental competency, evaluates witness credibility, and provides expert testimony in court cases. Forensic psychologists also work in correctional settings, providing treatment and rehabilitation for offenders. Health psychology examines how psychological factors influence health and well-being. This branch studies the impact of stress, coping mechanisms, health behaviors, and social support on physical and mental health. Health psychologists develop interventions to promote healthy behaviors and improve health outcomes. Personality psychology investigates individual differences in behavior, thoughts, and emotions. This branch examines personality traits, characteristics, and patterns of behavior that distinguish individuals from one another. Personality psychologists study topics such as personality development, assessment, and the influence of personality on various life outcomes. Social psychology explores how individuals are influenced by social interactions in groups. This branch investigates topics such as conformity, obedience, prejudice, attitudes, and interpersonal relationships. Social psychologists study the dynamics of group behavior and the impact of social factors on individual behavior and cognition. Parapsychology investigates paranormal phenomena such as extrasensory perception and telepathy. This branch uses scientific methods to explore the existence and nature of psychic abilities and experiences. Parapsychologists study anomalous phenomena that challenge conventional explanations and seek to understand the boundaries of human consciousness. As we reach the conclusion of our presentation, let's recap the key topics we've covered. Introduction to psychology: we embarked on a journey through the historical roots of psychology, tracing its evolution over time. Definitions of psychology: we explored the multifaceted nature of psychology, examining different perspectives and definitions offered by prominent figures in the field. Branches of psychology: we delved into the rich tapestry of psychology, discussing its diverse areas of study and the myriad topics it encompasses. Below are the sources used for this presentation. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, consider subscribing to my YouTube channel for more. Have a great day.